Hey there, guys, and happy Saturday. I am always delighted that you choose to join me every evening or any evening that day of the week. Thank you to all of the guests, the viewers, and the supporters of the Indie Spotlight Philly. You know we can't do it without you. I always like to give y'all a good shout out. But what I want you guys to do is take a look at my Instagram bio. There's two links. One link is for the Indie Spotlight Philly YouTube page. So go to YouTube and type in the Indie Spotlight Philly. Like, share, comment, review, and subscribe to the Indie Spotlight Philly YouTube page. Anybody that subscribes to me, I would definitely subscribe back. You can watch all of the latest and past episodes of the Indie Spotlight Philly. I've got about 80 episodes uploaded so far, so there's a lot of great content. So head on over to YouTube and subscribe to the Indie Spotlight Philly channel. Also, I have the Indie Spotlight Philly podcast available on Anchor.fm, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. They just let me know about two more podcast mediums that my podcast is available on. I'll try to get the information of the name of those podcast mediums to you guys. I have uploaded the first season of the Indie Spotlight Philly with the first 20 episodes up on my podcast. I'm going to try to get up season 2 and season 3 up there in a hurry. I've been very busy. You know, I always tell y'all that in my introduction, so I'm going to try to get that up there as soon as possible on the podcast. However, the YouTube channel, the Indie Spotlight Philly, has everything on there, so check that out. I am your host, Shayrenee, and this is the Indie Spotlight Philly Saturdays. We have a very special guest on. The talented rapper and lyricist, Ariella Effortless, will be joining us today, or this evening. When she comes into the room, we invite her to the camera and we'll start the interview. Also, I always like to say in the intro to keep your comments at a minimum so we don't distract the guests, but you can ask as many questions as you want in the questions box in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm in Philadelphia, PA, and it's a little gloomy outside. Looks like it's going to rain to me. Okay, great. I'm going to invite you to the camera. I think I already invited you. Hey!
How you doing? I want smoking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
I like your look. You look beautiful.
Thank you. How are you doing, gorgeous?
Thanks. Oh, first I wanted to tell you, thank you for being very reachable so that I can conduct the interview for the Indie Spotlight Philly. So thank you.
Ma'am.
I'm glad about that. So could you tell me a little bit about where you're from while I'm pinning your name at the bottom?
Well, I call myself the DMV Slayer because I'm from all over the DMV, really. From like young, I grew up in like Riverdale, Maryland. From like the age of 15 and up, I moved to Southeast DC. So that's why I say I'm from the DMV, like, because I've lived in Virginia too. Like, I'm all over the place. So, yeah.
Okay. What does the DMV stand for?
It stands for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So, like,
okay.
A spot where everything is connected. Like, you can stand in one spot and literally be in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, like by national. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. And tell me, how did you come up with your name? I love the effortless part.
I don't know. I speak a little Spanish sometimes, so I like the way the Ariella rolled off my tongue or whatever. And then it's because it's just easy to me to rap. Like,
yeah,
I knew how to do that. Like, it's just so easy. Like, I could just spit some shit, you know.
Cool. And I'm just here to let everybody know it's hard. It is hard to rap. I mean, if you're not used to it or if you don't do it, it's a lot of dialogue and stuff to remember. So that's awesome. So where can people find you at on social media?
You can find me on Ariella.effortless here on Instagram. And if you type me in on Google, like all my information comes up. So
Yeah, I like that because you have like a unique name or one of a kind name, and that makes it like easier for people to for people to access you and stuff
Right.
when there's such a pool full of so many artists.
Yeah.
Do yeah. Do you have any merch for sale?
No, I'm not at that point in my life yet.
Okay, okay.
I don't
I
have
know.
I don't have anything for sale. Thank you, Shayrenee, for Queen the Shay. How are you doing? But yeah, I've been thinking about it. Like I wanted to come out with like some bubble jackets or something. But like I just
Yeah.
when I drop some shit, like I want it to be unique. So I'm still like thinking about what I want to drop as far as merchandise is concerned. I'm still really concerned about getting my following and my engagement, getting more and
Hmm.
like pulling more people into what I'm doing. Because I've been doing this for like a minute, for like 4 years now. So I'm still working.
Okay.
Like it's an uphill battle for sure.
Yes. So how has the journey been on being like an independent artist? How's that journey been for you?
I'm still here. So I
Right, yeah, right.
I haven't backed out yet. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I keep going is because of the support that I've been getting. I've been seeing it go up like more and more. Like every year, I've been seeing my support
Hmm.
get stronger. So like it's undoubted that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like if it wasn't, I don't think I would be getting anywhere. Like I don't think I'd be rubbing elbows with certain people. Like I don't think I would have like certain support that I have.
Hmm.
People don't play about me,
Yeah.
so I'm really happy about that. Like the game family outside of my family, you know what I'm saying? So, like all the love and support that I get, I really appreciate it because like y'all the only ones who I get it from. So I kind of stand up and say, I'm here, and I got to get other people outside because a stranger supports you before your family, and
Yeah,
crazy part. But yeah, I'm still here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of people have told me that they get a lot of outside support, more support than the people, family, or people that are really really close to them. And I noticed that like with music, I noticed that everybody is in such a they're so what is it? They're so competitive. They're so competitive, and I'm like, isn't this is supposed to be like a home where everybody is at, so they can feel homey and feel together? Because you get a lot. I've seen a lot of independent artists get a lot of things done, a lot of great things done when they work together.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It is. You know what I'm saying? So that statement is definitely it rings true. Like it definitely takes a village. You can't get nobody, but you can't get nowhere by yourself. I mean, you could try as hard as you want to, but you definitely need people backing you up and supporting you because like a one man
Yeah.
create a really good sound. I don't think.
So I've been following you for a little while, and I noticed that I was happy to have you on, and happy to have everybody on that I follow, because I was like, oh, I follow a lot of different independent artists, and I was like, I kind of want to share this with everybody. I want everybody to see what I've been looking at and all the content I've been taking in. I follow so much, so many independent artists now. It's like I almost can replace almost every independent artist with the artist that I've with the mainstream
Yeah,
artist.
yeah.
I think that's the goal. And your music is also available on all streaming platforms. Also, I always want to tell a lot of people too. Also, when you have an independent artist, you're into them or you're supporting them, always put their music in your story.
Yeah.
That's that's another really good way to put their music all in your story. Um, so what is some good advice that you would give to an up and coming artist, a rapper, lyricist, artist?
Have your own shit. Have your own shit. Like have your own shit.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I can get because to be
Mm.
able to just get up and just get on the mic whenever the fuck you feel like it, that feels so good. And you can really create better that way. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
always try to learn how to mix, master, and engineer. Like I literally learned everything on YouTube. Like and like sitting in on studio sessions and actually looking at what the engineers were doing and like actually asking questions. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't have the desire to do that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I have to have that desire because I save so much money and I could put out like so much. That's why I had so much music out. Like a friend of mine the other day was like, you know, you got out like 32 songs, and I was like, huh, really? I got that much music out? Like, you can really just sit down. My another girlfriend said she went to Atlanta and she said she listened to my music like every mixtape like the whole way down to Atlanta. So that was like 10 hours to get down there. So I got that much music, and I was like really amazed. And I'm doing it all by myself because I just got tired of going to studios. They play, especially with girls, like with females in particular. They play with your music. Like I got vocals everywhere. I don't never say that enough. Like I got vocals everywhere. Excuse me, Jacko, my dog.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get in the camera. But yeah, people like, you know, got my vocals everywhere. And like I'm not comfortable with that. I want to be able to own my own masters. Like when I record something, I got all my like original recordings and everything. If I ever need to tweak anything on any song, if I need to make a song clean or anything like that, I do that because like they're gonna upcharge you in the studio to do that shit. Like they charge you $100 for a mix and match. They're gonna charge you $60 for an hour studio time. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna charge you another $50 to do a clean version. Like, and I can see why they do that because it is a lot of work to do that shit. So, but if you learn how to do it on your own, like it's really easy. Like you can just start with, and that comes with a MacBook when you buy it. You know what I'm saying? You can start like that.
You know what? And I'm glad you actually brought that up because I normally never normally heard someone say like have your own stuff, and it is hugely important because I've noticed like with technology today and music, you do have to be pretty computer savvy. So that's good. You're able to record yourself. You're able to cut what you want to cut, and like you said, if you're doing music, you can depend on yourself. You don't have to depend on other people because you could be waiting or anything else could be happening to you. So that is some really, really good advice.
And then also
I just
the income.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's another source of income too, because once you got that gift, you got that. And if your music's sounding good, like no matter what you're using, people gonna hear that and they're gonna be like, damn, that shit sounds dope. We music now. I do music. Come over, I give you a studio session, $35 an hour. You know what I'm saying? And then when people come with me, like I'll send them a mix and master like right then and there. I won't make them wait. You know what I'm saying? Just because more stuff is a passion for me. You know what I'm saying? And with like a lot of bigger studios, it's quantity over the quality. You know what I'm saying? When you got so many people coming in, you got to rush to get shit out, so you don't have time to try to perfect and listen to everybody's sound. So it's more of like a business thing where when you're doing it yourself, it's like a personal thing, and you can really get into it. And
yeah, I'm feeling it. And do you have any up and coming performances or events that you will be at?
I'm actually saving up because I'm supposed, like, hopefully, God willing, I just signed up for my passport 2 days ago. So I'm excited to come to Senegal, Africa for with a bigger.
Oh, you said the Senegal, Africa for a tour?
I just actually.
Congratulations.
Like, I'm excited about it, but I ain't want to say about it. But what's for you is for you. You know what I'm saying? When it happens, it happens. I'm happy about it. But I did a song with a guy named Lucius YBE. Like, shout out to him, Senegal or whatever. So he's doing really good on the music scene. He just dropped a video like a couple hours ago. It's already almost at 2K views. So like, he doing good. So like, he's trying to help me with exposure and everything too. He wants to see everybody win, and that's genuinely like what it's supposed to be about. So I'm supposed to be going to Africa, so hopefully that happens. I got a couple performances coming up. One in Atlanta, supposedly at the latter part of the month. But like I said, I don't really want to spend too much because my ticket to get to Africa will probably be like $1,500. So like I'm gonna have to really save up. Like as much as I don't want to just sit and buckle down for a second, that's what I'm probably really gonna have to do. But you never know with me. So you never know.
Wow, that's really exciting. Wow, and all the footage and everything. And what was the art? Who was the artist you were featuring with? You were saying that you made a song with that.
His name is Lucius YBE. His name is IMYBE official. I_am_YBE official.
Wow. I'm definitely going to be looking out for that. I'm definitely going to be looking at your page and everything to see that. Wow, that's really, really exciting.
Rated that man.
To me over there.
Because they said my passport probably not gonna get here for 18 weeks. So we'll see how that goes or whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm speaking into existence for now. Hopefully it comes.
Yeah, yeah. Very exciting sounding. Oh, you also have a YouTube, right?
Yes, I do.
And what you had in the new video that actually dropped? What was your new video you had done?
I just released an album called By Me. So that's
Oh,
out right now, and a song called Fire 'Em from that, and then it's ending off with a song called On My Body that I really want to push right now. So
okay.
that is out right now or whatever, and that's doing okay. I mean, it could be doing better, but I'm still on the come up. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got so far.
Right, right. I was noticing like with artists too that I've seen some artists they blew up and then like you don't see very much more from you. But I noticed when I look at a lot of independent artists that one of the qualities that a lot of independent artists have is longevity.
Yeah,
Being able to, you know what I mean, being able to stand that test of time, and that means a really really lot to me, especially like being a music student and stuff. I noticed that really means a lot. Do you have any? So, if you had the chance to record with any artist, independent or mainstream, do a few artists come to mind?
I mean, I would say some mainstream artists, but it's so hard to do that right now without a whole lot. um, I never know what'll happen. Like I'm down to work with anybody, so I don't have like a particular person that I want to work
Hmm.
with. Like besides Lil Kim or Nicki Minaj, like shout out.
Oh man,
Like
I like
some
that.
with Lil Kim would be like so dope to me because like that's what I really grew up listening to and
Yes,
really like that
legendary.
hardcore vibe from like that bitch spit. Period. I don't care what nobody say. Like she got that old school like real rap that we need to bring back. Nicki Minaj,
Yeah.
she stepped up a notch and she came characteristics and put that into rap and stuff like that. So I'm
Mhm.
really down for both of them. Of course, Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to her. Love her. Um, Mulatto, like some of the newer girls, I like Mulatto. She's doing her thing.
Mhm.
Lizzo, I would love to work with Lizzo too because like
Oh, I love to see that.
she embodies like self love and
Yeah.
the weight consciousness and stuff like that. Because I go up and down in my weight. Like I used to be like this is the biggest I've ever been. Like since the pandemic, this is the most I've ever like weighed. So I'm really like
Yeah.
tripping out sometimes. I don't want to shoot videos. I don't want to do shit. You know what I'm saying? I get depressed
Mhm.
and I don't want to be seen and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I still have to push through that. So I've been pushing through that. So and I'm actually about to drop a
Mhm.
freestyle probably in the next couple of days talking about that. So
Wow, great, great,
be
right?
the
And it's fun. It's
press.
funny that all like the different life experiences we have fuels our music, and that's how we connect with other people. Because a lot of people are going through a lot of stuff through the pandemic, and actually, listening to your music and a lot of other people's music and watching like the stories and stuff, I was like, this is getting me through the pandemic. Maybe I can do, maybe I can do this.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's
for
good.
sure. That pandemic
Um,
blew me up. I was looking at myself on stage not too long ago. It was just like, oh my God. But like with body consciousness and everything, like all of us are not
yeah.
perfect. And I feel like they push that wisdom tooth narrative as far when it comes they really pushing that narrative. And I mean, if I had the money, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely
Hmm.
would. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
but it'd be for myself. It wouldn't be for nobody else. If anybody ever gonna alter themselves, I would say do it for yourself. Don't even think about what nobody else will look at you and think. So
Right, right, right. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely understand that because it's a really what do you would say visual world. Like when you're doing music, it's everything is visual. Everything is visual and visually advertised and stuff. So definitely, yeah.
and they would talk about you in a
Um,
heartbeat. You just can't give a
I'm
fuck. You
yes,
have that
yes.
a not give a fuck you type attitude. And it's really hard to tap into that for me because I'm just so sweet sometimes. But it's like sometimes you really gotta have that attitude like you are that bitch to be able to get through shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to have like a
Yes,
attitude
yeah.
to get through shit. You know what I'm saying? Or people gonna walk right all over you though. So
That's definitely true, and in such like you said, being also a rap artist, it's a really competitive nature. It's a really competitive nature. So like you said, you really have to have a lot of guts and like don't care. Oh,